Hello everyone and welcome to the This Week in Gaming Friday show, where we go over all of the news in gaming from the last week. Remember, if you want story covered, then comment on any Xaine's World or 6 Months to Fail video, or tweet me at Xaine's World. The top story in gaming this week seems to be the news that Tracer, the fictitious character from Overwatch, enjoys eating clams, and diving face first into Fufu, Lala, Wick-Wack, Fairy Cake, Lady Garden, Moo Moo, Beaver, Furburger, Muffin, Cookie, Box, Cockpit, Couch, Poon, Tang, Quiff, Snatch, Crawlspace, Taco, Lotus, Gash, Growler, Axe Wound, Bullet Wound, Peach, Pudding, Tool Shed. She's a lesbian. Now, why this is an issue at all, I have no idea. The only reason I can think of is that a bunch of boys have surrounded Tracer with sexual fantasies and got themselves way too emotionally involved, and now feel like this news has crushed their dreams. If that is the case, I have a fix for you. Just add Black Widow to the equation and be all, "I'ma turn you straight, bitch. Job done. Fancy back on track." Whatever your reasoning is for being annoyed at this, stop being an idiot.
And case closed.
Next, in the world of gaming, a large number of hotfixes were applied to the world of Warcraft on the 19th, the main of which are nerfs to the bosses of Trial of Valor, making Heroic a hell of a lot more doable for the appropriately geared average raider. For Odin, they have reduced the damage of Shatter by 25% on all difficulties, reduced the damage of Stormforged Spear tank hit by 25% on all difficulties, reduced Odin's health by 10% on all difficulties, reduced Herya and Heimdall's health by 20% on all difficulties. Heimdall and Herya now also once again leave the arena at 85% on heroic difficulty during stage 2. For Guam, they have reduced health by 10% on all difficulties, reduced damage dealt by headlong charge at 10% on all difficulties. This change does not apply to Trample. Reduced damage dealt by Flame Lick on impact on mythic difficulty by 5%. And for Helya, they reduced the health of Bilewater Slime, Nightwatch Mariner and Helya by 10% and Grimelord by 15% in the Helya encounter in Trials of Valor on all difficulties. Reduced the number of Taint of the Sea debuffs applied to players on mythic difficulty by 1 and reduced the damage of Tainted Explosion on all difficulties. Some small PvP fixes have been applied. For Marksman Hunters, aim shot now deals 100% damage against players instead of 80%. Retribution Paladins have had a bit of a nerf, bringing their template strength down to 10% from 15%, and Just Cause Vengeance deals an additional 25% down from the original 50% additional damage. Shadow Priests have also been nerfed, reducing their template intellect by 5%, and lastly, Subtlety Rogues Nightblade is no longer dispellable, and Night Terrors can be dispelled as a magical effect. A list of micro holidays arriving in patch 7.1.5 been announced on worldofwarcraft.com, the first being Call of the Scarab, which is a look back over the first time the gong rang for Encourage on January 23rd in 2006. The event will have players turning in items reliving a small portion of the original event. The winning faction of this micro event will have their flag hung above the gate of Encourage until the following year's events. There is another 7 micro events being added in patch 7.1.5, the details of which you can find via a link in the description. Now on to We Happy Few, a game that's E3 2016 trailer had me swooning. This dystopian future-based game that actually takes place in 1964, described by IGN as an Orwellian nightmare, is just so damn creepy in the best way. A world where shit has gone seriously wrong and you're entering it at a point after the fact where everyone is forced by law to take happy pills called joy that impress on you a world that is free of everything bad. Yet in no way can it fully take away the lingering horror that is right in front of everyone's face. So many things are just plain wrong, yet nobody seems to take note. Feeling that everyone is in hell, yet no one says a word about the Inquisitor twisting his knife in your gut. And what about the children? Won't anybody think of the children? They are nowhere to be seen. Whether this is part of the story or that Compulsion Games thought it best to avoid further controversy of being able to murder children in the game has me wondering. Whatever the case is, it's a beautifully immersive and distressing game, guaranteeing to more than shake up the average gamer. While this is not particularly news from this week, I've started the playthrough series of this game Early Access variant this week and it has me instantly hooked. Available on Steam for Early Access, on Xbox One for preview, links in the description. TechRadar released an updated PS4 Christmas deals article yesterday showcasing the best prices around the UK for the PlayStation 4, the Pro and the games to play on them. So if you're like me and you haven't fully sorted your Christmas presents out yet, then look no further because TechRadar got you covered, bruh. PC Gamer released a video showing 101 games from 2016 in 4 minutes. It's worth a watch just to see how many you've played or even heard of. The Winter Steam sale has begun and features a complete crap ton of discounted games including Doom, Warhammer Total War, Civilization 6, Rise of the Tomb Raider and many, many more. So check that out and try to contain yourself so you don't completely empty your wallet. These Steam sales are lethal. Revenue made from gaming this year is popping up on various news sites, though I don't really know who to believe. I've seen such numbers as 36 billion, but also as high as 91 billion. Either way, it's crazy money and just further proof we are taking over the world bit by bit. Steam is also moving close to its gaming awards, which made me ponder my favourite game in 2016. The game I played most, of course, is World of Warcraft Legion, but I wouldn't say it's my favourite game. Warcraft is a largely social game. Without the guild and my guild mates, I probably wouldn't still be playing. But my favourite game so far would be a toss-up between Final Fantasy XV and We Happy Few, almost entirely based on immersion. When I play a game, I want more than a simple means of wasting time. I want to get lost in it. I want to feel like I'm living that character for a short amount of time as a brief respite from the woes of the world. And those two games do that very well, as does Fallout, Skyrim, No Man's Sky, Mirror's Edge and more. Warcraft doesn't have that immersive feel, I find. So what was your favourite game 2016? Let me know what it is and why you love it in the comments, I'd love to know. That brings us to my recommendations of the week. This is a part of the show where I recommend a movie, an album and a TV show, new or old, that deserves more attention. This week's movie is A Bittersweet Life, a Korean thriller about a high-ranking mob enforcer called Kim Sung-woo, who, after being given a somewhat brutal task from his cruel sociopathic boss, decides not to go through with it. This act of mercy makes him target number one. I won't go into it any further as it's so difficult to not give away spoilers, but if you like deep plots and epic martial arts from a complete badass, then you'll certainly like this movie. Starring Byung-hun Lee, an amazing actor and martial artist from many great films including The Good, the Bad, the Weird, Red 2, Terminator Genesis and The Magnificent Seven, as well as a flop or two like G.I. Joe, where he played Storm Shadow. You should always, with this type of world cinema, watch it in its original Korean audio with subtitles to avoid those god-awful dubs. The album recommendation for this week is a punk classic by The Offspring with their 1998 album Americana. With such hits as Pretty Fly for a White Guy that ranked quite high in the charts as a funny joke song, and amazing deep songs like The Kids Aren't Alright, this album I find is a rare album that can be listened from start to finish and at no point do you wish it'd hurry up. The final track on the album, Pay the Man, is a very fluid song that changes pace and atmosphere multiple times throughout, starting with an eastern feel, moving towards a heavy rock-like melody full of emphasis and emotion. It was the first album I ever bought and I'm truly happy my old schoolmate Joe suggested I get it. And finally, the TV show recommendation of the week goes to Farscape, one of the best science fiction shows to ever be created. This show went on for 4 seasons and a miniseries called The Peacekeeper Wars and follows the incredibly intelligent astronaut John Crichton, who, while testing his theory on travelling at insanely high speeds via using Earth's atmosphere to slingshot, he gets sucked into a wormhole and emerges the other side in the middle of a huge space battle. Accidents happen, assumptions are made, and the totalitarian peacekeepers get the wrong idea about Crichton as he becomes a fugitive from the near endless aliens scattered throughout the vast area of space he now finds himself in. What I've just said barely touches anything like the depth of story that this science fiction series holds. Being a medium budget sci-fi series made in Australia starting in 1999, they boasted amazing graphics and truly outstanding prosthetics that I heard many years ago were given at cost to the show by Jim Henson Creature Company after he read some of the script and wanted it to become the best it possibly could. Still need convincing? The main character is played by Ben Browder, another co-star is Claudia Black. Ben Browder played a starring role in the 9th and 10th series of Stargate SG-1 and the TV movies that followed, with Claudia Black playing a large supporting role. The main ship in the series is alive. That's all I'll say about the ship, but you're curious now, aren't you? Peacekeepers are kind of the galaxy police/army. And if you look at it in a certain way, the whole series is surprisingly similar to the feel to Guardians of the Galaxy, but better. So, cure your curiosity and go watch these recommendations. Links for everything mentioned in today's show are located in the description. Let's shoot for 10 likes. It may sound like I'm joking, but yeah, 10 likes will actually make me quite happy. And let me know about your 2016 favourite game. Have an awesome day, folks.